There's an actionable step that I think you should take right here, right now, and that you should continue doing every single day for the rest of your life. That is to never put your phone in your pocket again. There was a book written by an entrepreneur that you may have known of. His name's Tim Ferriss. He wrote The 4-Hour Workweek. He also wrote another book that you've probably not read, and the book title was The 4-Hour Body. And inside of this book, he gave these weird hacks for you to improve your body, and one of them was a way to double your sperm count, which also increases your testosterone. And it was by not keeping your phone in your pocket. So this guy, he's like an entrepreneur author, he ended up finding that he had like a pretty bad sperm, and he has multiple tests. He tries to change his lifestyle, but nothing really works. Then he eventually sees some papers that show that the phone radiation can cause testicular cancer. So he tries that. Instead of keeping his phone in his pocket, he gets like one of those runners, you know, like the armband that runners sometimes use, and they keep their phone in there. He starts just keeping his phone in there. Testosterone and sperm instantly shoot up. This book he published, I believe it was over 10 years ago. I read it years ago and I thought, oh, whatever, that, you know, that's not that important. I doubt it anyway, like, because I've heard that phone radiation, EMFs, 4G, 5G, I've heard those things are completely fine. Did you remember maybe a few years ago there was loads of people talking about whether or not 4G or 5G was unhealthy, you know, like the cellular service of 5G that came out, and there was a debate and people were saying, oh yeah, it is unhealthy. Some people were saying, no, it's absolutely fine, look at the data and stuff. This guy who published this book 10 years ago, I believe more than 10 years, he was absolutely right. And only now some scientists are actually beginning to talk about this. I'm surprised, right? Andrew Huberman's made an episode on this and literally no one talks about it. Keeping your phone in your pocket literally destroys your testosterone and your sperm, and I'm surprised that no one else in the space of like masculinity self-improvement even knows about this just yet. I'll link it below just so, you know, it's based on his credibility and not mine, as I'm not a scientist or anything, but I'm just listening to what more intelligent, educated guys are saying. And now, because usually these types of researchers and scientists, they're usually quite modest, aren't they? They usually would say like, oh yeah, this paper kind of shows like something like this, but we need more research. But when there's a scientist that a lot of people like, Andrew Huberman, he's very credible, when he's literally made this video saying that he doesn't keep his phone in his pocket and he never will. He keeps his phone switched off for most of the time because of the fear of the radiation that comes from it. And then here's us. But I literally thought this today. This is I hope she's not watching this video. But a girl that I dated, she used to keep her phone underneath her pillow at night time. She was probably cheating or something, right? Like, you know, obviously I'd sleep next to her. And she used to literally keep her phone underneath the pillow. Bro, the amount of radiation she must have got, she must have lost so many brain cells. But yeah, like your phone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 4G, 5G, the cellular service, these emit like, you know, little radio frequencies that actually harm your health. It's been a debate for the last like decade or so, and everyone's on either side saying that, oh yeah, it's really unhealthy, we need to get away from the 5G towers and everything. And then all the like the smart guys saying like, no, look, the radiation's only 0.12% and, you know, it can be okay. The thing is, I don't think humans or animals are supposed to have any kind of radio frequency coming. If you imagine the caveman times, there was no satellite dishes in the sky back then. There was no Wi-Fi or 4G. So we didn't know. These are modern inventions for the last 100 years. And we're seeing huge spikes of testicular cancer, of infertility. And this is probably a part of it. Well, it's not probably, like, we have the research now. It is a part of it. So this is such an easy, like, quick, practical step that you can start today, but you probably do have some limiting beliefs. What are they? First question you're asking is, if I don't keep my phone in my pocket, where do I keep it? Personally, this is exactly what I do. I just hold my phone like this. Like, literally, wherever I am, my phone's just like this. Like, so if I'm walking somewhere, I'll demonstrate walking for you. I'm just holding my phone like this. If I'm in the gym, I'm still holding my phone like this, but then when I'm actually doing the set, I'll put it down on the bench or on the floor underneath me or on like the little seat there or on the side somewhere there. To be honest, I only really go to the gym, so if I'm in the car or something, then what I'll do is I won't put it. I saw a friend, so I went for a hike. This is a side note, but bro, I went for a hike a few weeks ago, and My friend who was driving, he literally, I saw him grab his phone and he literally put it like between his legs, like just over his balls, like, you know, he had the map on or something. And I literally, like, without even being weird or gay, I reached between his lap, grabbed his phone and put it to the side. I was like, you shouldn't keep it there. And we just looked at each other like it was fucking weird, that it was just inappropriate that I just like grabbed his phone between his crotch. But genuinely, that is actually a big risk for you. If you want to have children, if you just want to have healthy sperm, if you want to have healthy testosterone levels, I don't think it's wise to keep this like modern technology right there an inch away. Because really visualize this, right? Imagine if you put your phone in your pocket right now. Think about genuinely how close it is to your balls. 1 inch? With that thin piece of fabric in between. I had read, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but that the radio frequencies, imagine like, you know, what the issue is, that actually drops off exponentially because it spreads through distance. So what this means is your phone being literally 1 or 2 inches away from your balls is harmful because it's so close. But all you have to do is just move it a few inches away, and that will actually mean that it's exponentially less harmful because the kind of radiation frequency kind of thing, that kind of like disperses because there's a bit of distance. So don't keep it. Like, when we say it like this, does it seem smart to keep a piece of technology that emits some kind of radio frequency that connects to the internet and Bluetooth and cellular service 1 centimeter away from your testicles? Does that really seem smart? Now that I've asked you like this, it probably doesn't, right? So the easiest thing is literally just hold your phone like this,